Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Firewatch on Nintendo Switch. Or as I like to say, Bastard plays Firewatch. In a bastardly way. Except the game doesn't actually let you do that. If I do have a complaint, is that this is not really a game, and you don't really have that many choices.
I'm still looking for a way across the ravine.
Well, there must be one. I mean, the firefighters made it from that camp to Ruby River.
Why is it blue? What the heck?
I'm at the camp.
Great. Have a look around. If anyone's still there, they might be able to help.
I'm gonna sound crazy.
Maybe you just ask them to help you get inside the fence. If I didn't know it was out there, they probably don't either.
This place looks dead, but I'll see what I can find. You ever talked to any of the scouts?
No, they haven't been out here in a while, and I generally don't have a lot to say to preteens.
Unless it's Brian Goodwin.
Well, if forced, I mean, I can make conversation with anyone. Plus, it was sort of fun to hear about all his nerdy hobbies.
What type of nerdy hobbies are we talking about with him? Like marching band?
Oh, no. Like comics, model rockets, wizards and wyverns, you know.
Oh,
Hey, thanks to Brian, I can almost recall by memory the armor classes of most dragons.
the what? No, you can't.
Hey, planar dragon's armor class. Let's see.
Okay, no, I believe you. We're good. We're good. I guess these little shelters are where they keep the Weeblos.
For the past 35 years, yeah.
Yeah, these guys are gone. I found where they were sitting around before getting picked up.
Damn.
Hey, D, they left something behind. It's...
Squad Boss Grant Carson, 71089, Wyoming Interagency Hotshot Crew, Paint Rock District, blah blah blah. Dr. Simpson at Wapiti Station, Thoroughfare Region, Squad Boss Carson. In the next few days, you and your team will be dropping into the Thoroughfare Region of Shoshone National Forest to cut a fire line south of Ruby River. I'm writing on behalf of Dr. Ben Simmons, or Simons at Wapiti Station. He reached out to the superintendent with wildfire concerns about his research site. Upon your return, someone from his office will want to speak with you as part of a wildfire risk assessment of the region. I told them that they have nothing to worry about and that your team's fire lines are the most potent preventative measure in protecting their site, even though they'll be more than a mile away. But I think you've got insurance companies to answer to. Thanks as always for your service, Rich Sasarenko, Assistant Superintendent.
A memo from their boss.
Did it say anything of note?
Next few days, dropping into the thoroughfare on behalf of Dr. Simmons at Wapiti Station.
Wapiti Station?
Holy crap.
Keep reading.
Oh, I just thought I would maybe, stop there, let the mystery percolate.
My mother always said I would meet someone who'd give me a taste of my own medicine.
They're running a research site out there. He was worried about wildfires.
Someone is writing down our conversations. And now we find out there's a research site out here that we don't know about? What are they researching?
Oh, probably just horned toads.
And a Wapiti Station clipboard with our conversations on it is just, what, recreation for them?
I'm just messing around. Somebody is obviously up to something. I'm freaking out here.
At least we know there is something real happening behind that fence.
I think that we should consider that maybe this is all just a coincidence, but my gut says that there's something bad going on.
Mine too. Okay. So what's next?
I'm gonna do a scan for supplies and then figure out a way to get back over that ravine and hike towards the site.
Sounds good. Check in when you can, and keep an eye out for anyone following you.
I found an axe.
If one of the crew left it, that thing is actually called a Pulaski.
It looks like an axe to me. This thing will be a huge help.
For both getting through the backcountry and getting through that fence.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Is there anything else around here? Probably not. I mean, it's not it's not really that kind of game where there's like a bunch of stuff hidden everywhere. I like how clearly I could walk over here, but this bramble, that I absolutely have to walk this way. I absolutely have to. That is the only way to get through there. Clearly, no other way around at all.
Are you there? I had a thought.
Let's hear it.
You heard someone in the bushes.
Yeah?
Okay, so let's assume we're being tailed. Or you are, at least. Where are you right now?
Just on my way back, in and out of trees in the middle of nowhere.
Do you see anybody?
No, definitely not.
All right, so tell me what you think of this. Did you just cough?
No. Did you just cough?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
There isn't any way someone, like, another lookout could be on this line, is there?
No. not without tapping our radios.
Well, what about when I heard you talking to someone else?
I just left your line open. That's not what this is. Get in your tower, shut the door. Don't leave, and don't use your radio. I'll call you. Understand? I will call you.
You can just come over. But heaven forbid this game take any chances and draw any other thing outside of the environment for you. What if it just would have like brought the engine to its knees to like draw another person?
Thoroughfare Tower, this is Two Forks calling you for the, 50th time today. The flapjack fire continues to move in a southerly fashion. Delilah, for fuck's sake, answer your radio.
Hello, sunshine. Sorry, went out for a little bit. What can I do you for?
You can do me for a trip out of here. I don't care if it's on horseback or a helicopter or in a canoe. Just get me out of here.
Henry, we have work left to do. Let's chat about what's bothering you and you'll feel better.
Are you serious?
Let's talk. Okay?
Okay.
By the way, I was wondering if your Flora of the Shoshone info poster was still up inside your tower?
What?
It's just protocol that those stay up. You know, info about your tower, the surrounding tree species, etc.
All right.
Just, you know, have a look at it. Make sure it's in ship shape.
Okay, yeah, it's up. Why are you acting like this?
Great. Just wonderful. Do you see the tree in the top row, second from the left?
Let me look at it and I'll tell you.
No. You don't need to tell me. Just, internalize it. It's a great tree. And there's an area called, that tree's name in your sector that maybe you should take a midday hike to. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, okay. Maybe I should go for a hike.
Nothing like an afternoon in the Rockies, I tell ya. Radio me the moment you get there.
I'm actually one of those people that believes there should have been some other visual contact, or that you could just go see Delilah at some point in time. You know, it's a very, very, it's a very like safe artistic stance to have, to say, well, you don't need to ever visit them, and you have radio conversation, and oh, that helps in the mystery. I'm just like, hey, yeah, go to any movie with that idea or read any book like that, and you will not get a good response. So similarly, I will also not give a good response for the way they handle it here. You know, it's a video game. It's not a book. It's a show. Don't tell. Just show me. You don't have to dictate to me. That's probably the best way to really get my attention. South. And like I said, there are certain people that would disagree with me on that. But they're wrong and they suck. Though I honestly think it's probably because the engine struggles. Even in the best of cases. Put another person, render another person on here that has to have a body besides just two limbs. I imagine this thing will drop into the single digits. I'd say even though the graphics are kind of plain, there is a lot of atmosphere, so they do sort of accomplish what they set out to do, and then it looks nature-ish, looks natural-ish. just the more cartoony kind of way. I mean, uh, to me, my analogy would be like a picture of Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, except you never see Darth Vader, or you never see the Eye of Sauron, right? You never actually you never actually see a battleship. They just people just like talk about it. You go, that kind of piss you off. You're like, why don't we ever see that stuff? And you would be justifiably pissed off because you really should see that stuff. Similarly here, I mean, there's a lot of conversation about it with another person. There's a lot of talk with another person, but you never see another person. And it's just kind of a cop-out. It's like, but you don't need to ever see that person or talk to that person. You get all the information you need. Well, you don't ever need to play this video game either. So when it's about need, you know, sometimes needs are different.
I'm here at Cottonwood Creek.
You see the cash box there?
It must be around here somewhere.
It is. Find it and open it. I changed the code. It's 5678.
Are you kidding me?
I was in a rush.
Oh, kind of walked right by it. And I would have liked to actually make the wrong choice, you know? I mean, it is pretty much a straight... I consider this story like a straight and narrow story. The only variances, I would say, they're like movie takes, you know? You basically get somebody that does, does some improv and they have a take, but it's not permanent. And it doesn't really change the story. You know, the choices that you make are very safe choices. That don't really mean much in the overall arc of the story.
I've got it now.
Good. I spent all day getting you that radio. I hiked to a cash box, lied to a ranger, lied to another ranger, and hopefully you are now holding a clean, untapped radio.
Hopefully.
Holy fuck, Henry, we have to get into that site. Whatever these people are doing is illegal, right?
Are you okay?
I don't know, Henry.
People have been listening to us all summer. How is this actually happening?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Are there any other lookouts this is happening to? Someone else in on this? Anyone?
This is just happening to us. Everyone else is fine.
Are you sure?
Yes. I've tried to bring it up to Chimney Rock, Elks Fork, and Beartooth Lookout, and every one of them got confused. Asked me if I'm okay and if I need to be relieved. The fucking state coordinator asked if I was just having lady troubles. So no, this isn't happening to anyone else, and I'm done asking. None None of it makes any sense.
Look, I'm headed back to the gate, and now that I've got an axe, we'll know something soon.
You need to get into that site. Call me when you find something.
Oh, whoops. Oh, it's the best place where I am. Is the water really that deep where I need to jump this? It just doesn't seem so, you know? Okay, fence and fence. I guess the closest one is if I go west. But I have to go north first before I go west.
Hey, I just thought of something not great.
What is it?
I filed a report that said that neither of us ever talked to or saw those girls, the ones that went missing a few weeks back.
What? Why would you do that? I told you to say the minimum and just keep it vague.
I know, and I didn't. I just didn't want to be hassled.
And now someone probably has a transcript of that entire conversation.
And I've filed a report that's a blatant lie.
And those girls are still missing.
Yep.
Fuck, Delilah.
Fuck indeed. We really need to get to the bottom of this.
See, again, your choices just kind of funnel into the same choice. So even if, no matter what response you got, you really would be in the same situation. I always felt that way about the Mass Effect series too. It's like your choices don't mean anything, and every time a new game in that series started, they erased all your choices anyway. So it's like,
I just heard something.
What is it?
I don't know. It was goddamn terrifying, though.
Well, it could be an elk, or it could be someone trying to get you to radio about a loud noise so they know where you are.
Fuck.
How about you don't do that again?
and actually that's like a every David Cage game has that same problem. You know, it's like this illusion of choice. It's like these choices matter. It's like, no, actually they don't. They don't matter one bit. so funny. It just leads to nowhere. It's like, why is it here? Besides the little gag about a squirrel. Yeah.
I'm busting the gate down. There's nobody around, and it's the quickest way in.
Copy that.
Wapiti Station personnel, if you're trying to reach Dr. Simmons, he is on site from August 15th to October 15th. University-owned equipment is the responsibility of Dr. Johnson. Government-owned equipment is under the purview of Cat Ferdinand. Remember, this is a controlled area, and any issues, malfunctions, or violations should be reported immediately.
I got stung by a bee.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
Yes, kind of.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm at the site. I don't see anybody around.
Lucky for us.
Yeah, lucky for us. Dee, there's some serious comms equipment out here, wireless stuff.
What do you mean?
I'm talking a big 20-foot tall transmission tower. They can probably listen to whoever the hell they want. They're nestled down in this valley, which makes it impossible for you or any lookout to see them. Now they're doing something with the soil out here too. It's all gridded off.
Who knows what else they're up to?
There's all sorts of contraptions and shit out here.
Like what?
Dishes and stuff on metal legs. There are wires all over the place. I don't know. I'm not really up on high tech. This equipment is not stuff from the hardware store.
Again, I had two choices, which ultimately meant nothing.
I'm in their main tent.
What's it like?
It's definitely some sort of monitoring station. Okay, this thing is losing its mind, beeping like crazy.
I can hear it. What's it after?
I don't know. I'm gonna go find out. I wonder where they are. All of their stuff is here.
Figure out what that thing does and then get the hell out.
This place sleeps 3. They've got a row of cots here.
I want to know what that thing finds. Look, you should get out before they come back.
Yeah, I think this thing is responding to something in this pile of crap on the desk.
Dig through it.
Are you shitting me?
What is it?
There's a folder of reports here.
What do they say?
They're assessments about the 2 of us. There's stuff in here about Julia.
Like what?
Stuff I didn't tell you. This is...
What does it say about me? You said there was one about me.
And it looks like they've been following me around. What I do when I'm out hiking? Jesus.
Henry, do you hear me?
Sis-
Subject Delilah, age 43. Program status review. Observational traits reliable considering alcoholism, observant, charismatic, selfish, skewed perception of personal history, pertinent, observe facts, never married, no kids, rarely hikes or leaves immediate surroundings, multiple lovers despite longtime partner, name Javier. Susceptible to manipulation 3, supervisor, sign off EG.
You and your boyfriend are still together.
What? We're not. They're messing with us.
Yeah, okay.
Subject Henry M, age 39, status review, blah blah blah. Observation traits, comprehensive explorer, keeps to paths, prone to anger passive, guilty, forthright guarded. They're all opposites that say nothing. But I choose random stuff, so. Subject has fully engaged supervisor, trust yet to be scientifically proven. All signs point towards full cooperation. Update, subject may be aware of tests, suggest we disengage if subject decides to leave this post. Susceptibility to manipulation 9, supervisor sign off.
They are. How do they even know who he is? How the hell does this... I'm so sick of letting these people do this to us. We should just burn the place down.
Subject beacon, frequent sex social role. Freak departure from Two Forks area. Avoidance behaviors, consult previous data. Unreciprocated desire for copulation, conflict with other males. Disproportionate food intake. Unreciprocated desire for copulation. While I was trying. The game doesn't let you, which, like I said, it's one of those games where you have choices, but they mean nothing, right?
Think about it. Worst case scenario... worst case scenario, I guess a bunch of people die. Well, maybe it's not the best idea.
Yeah, it's definitely not the best idea.
I'm so fucking wound up!
It's all right. I'm just gonna hike back. We have the wave receiver, and tomorrow we can figure out what to do.
Of course, there are people that, fanboy over this game, and I'm sure they're upset hearing that. But it is true. I mean, you can play through this a couple times, and again, all of your choices don't mean anything. They don't actually contribute to the story. All they do is change a couple takes, and that's kind of pretty much it. But the first time you play, it's actually pretty interesting. Whoa! Whoa! But it doesn't serve for additional playthroughs, I think. I think when you play through it again...
Henry? I think there is smoke coming from north of Jonesy Lake. That is suspiciously close to where you just were. Do you see it?
Jesus, okay, yeah, I see it.
What the hell happened to you? It's definitely not the best idea.
It wasn't me.
What do we do?
We just call it in like any other fire.
And what about who started it? What about them?
The person who started it?
Yeah.
We're talking about people watching us out here who are now burning the forest and everything in it around us. I don't know what to do about that.
Except get the hell out.
Yes, get us the hell out of here.
I will.
But I also think that's okay, as long as you go into it knowing that this is really just a one-time playthrough, and you should just enjoy it as it is. Unless you want to relive your playthrough, and you're okay with that, But if you're expecting something different to happen based on your choices, no, not really. That ain't gonna happen. In that case, David Cage's latest game, Detroit, that does actually change quite a bit, and you can end on bad notes. So I think that's probably the first game that he's really done that with, where things actually mattered somewhat. Although that's not 100% true either, right?
This receiver just picked something up.
What? What thingy? What now?
I found a device that picks up frequencies. It's how I found the reports last night, and it's going off now.
It just picked up a frequency?
Yeah, what could it be?
I don't know. You gotta find out.
All right, I'm on my way now.
You know what I just picked up?
No.
A fifth of Major Bueno tequila from the creek.
Are you drunk?
No! I am getting drunk.
Don't do that.
I know. Everything has gone to total shit, but you gotta live a little. You gotta laugh, Hank.
No, you're right, Dee. I can't think of any good reason why you wouldn't want your decision-making inhibited right now.
My thinking is I could stay up all night worried I'm gonna lose my job because of the site fire, or I could not worry and let the chips fall where they may. It's not like there's any proof we were down there.
My thinking is I'm gonna follow this wave receiver.
Ooh, I like it when you think.
Ay. I'll just leave you alone with whatever these thoughts are. Shit! Ah! Dee, I found some sort of supply bag, light camping gear, some clothes, basics, but it was alarmed. I think that's what was making the receiver go haywire.
You're okay? It's not a trap or anything?
Yeah, I'm fine, but there's also a set of keys here. I don't know why they'd be hidden out here. They say Shoshone National Forest, Cave 452. Is that the one in the canyon?
Yeah, it is. Who the hell took them?
And what the hell is in that cave?
Okay, let's just think.
Says the woman with a half a bottle of tequila in her belly.
Maybe they're panicking and we're preparing to beat it. The fire has them spooked, and we have new walkie-talkies, so we have the upper hand.
Yeah, well, it's hard to feel like you have the upper hand when you're standing in the dark in the middle of the woods.
Oh. Well, you're back in your tower. Maybe you need a drink, too.
I'm not in my tower.
I am looking at a man standing in your lookout. And it's not you?
It is not me.
Oh my god, go.
I'm going. I don't see anyone up here.
He was just there.
Left a cassette player taped to my damn door.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Well, let's see what's on it. It's a tape of us talking down at the site. It sounds like it was recorded from somewhere nearby.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and it sounds like we were the ones who burned it down and that it was your idea.
No.
We are screwed.
No!
Dee, just don't freak out, okay? Don't freak out.
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening, Henry?
In this, I will play through the second ending, for those of you who haven't seen it. Don't get too excited, though. It's not what you think it is. I mean, if you want to watch the main ending, you know, there's like a million playthroughs of this game, but the second ending, I don't think a lot of people take any investment in.
It's going to be okay. We haven't done anything wrong.
Someone claiming to be Henry in Two Forks called a lookout in another sector early this morning and said that I knew what caused the Wapiti Meadow fire. So I just got off the horn with that lookout who's wondering what I know, or that I'm an arsonist, or that I'm fucking losing it. Furthermore, I bet you don't have the only tape of us from last night, so someone has evidence to back it up. We need to find out what someone's been keeping in that cave.
I'm going down there now.
We don't have a lot of time left out here, and if we don't find some fucking answers, when they lift us out of here, it's gonna be in handcuffs.
We have to stick together, okay? Keep our story straight. From the first day with those girls to the person breaking in on our conversation, everything. We gotta be honest and consistent.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I know.
Broken legs. Broken back. Hang now.
Hey, you didn't actually make that call, right? To the other lookout? It just stuck in my craw. I let myself imagine how fucked I would be if you'd been lying to me. But now that I asked, I kind of just wish I hadn't.
Of course I didn't. No way. They're trying to pit us against each other.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That's not gonna happen, though.
Thanks, Henry.
What the hell? Jesus, this is a big cave. freezing in here. Hey, are you there?
Yeah, what is it? What did you find?
Nothing yet, because someone tried to trap me in there.
You saw someone?
No, someone slammed the gate behind me and then ran away. I found another way out, but if I hadn't, Jesus!
So you didn't find anything?
No, there's a spot where someone had sunk an anchor, but the hardware's gone now.
I don't have any climbing equipment.
I just have my ropes. I'm gonna hike back to Two Forks and see if I can find anything that could double as an anchor to use in the spot.
That doesn't sound dangerous.
Oh, I can't go through there. Okay.
Delilah, I just found an outcropping that someone was using as a little fort. I think it was Brian Goodwin.
Backpack through the plan to get boards, rope, rocks, tools.
Yeah, he built himself a real castle.
Science homework. Brian Goodwin, talking meteors. How ham radio waves can use meteors to talk to people far away. What if I told you you could use meteors in our atmosphere to talk to people far away? You would probably think I was a liar, but you'd be wrong. Meteors, the alien rocks that come to our planet from outer space, can be used to bounce ham radio waves off of and let us use your radio to talk much better than normal. Right now you're thinking, okay Brian, this sounds like a movie, like Flight of the Navigator, but it's not real. But you are wrong. It is real. It's science. It's possible because of meteor scatter communications. My science fair project proves that meteor scatter communications is real. But what is it? MSE is a radio propagation mode that utilizes the ionized trails of meteors within our atmosphere. Meteors, upon their atmospheric entry, can create a dense path of ionized particles that the ham radio operator can use to establish brief communication paths between operators up to 1,500 miles away. That's pretty cool. I'm going to test this by having a small chat with a friend my dad made in the Army who lives in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 1,000 miles from my house. We are going to try to talk at a regular time, but my hypothesis is that it won't work because we will have to wait for a meteor shower so we can establish communication. Folder that once held school papers reports presumably defaced by Brian Goodwin. Dinosaur, rawr! Don't care. Degrees north. Comic book, yeah? Don't care.
He'd hide out here to read comics. The Black Band, his grief is his enemy's sorrow. Everyone this guy loves gets killed, so he honors them with a black armband which gives him superpowers.
That's fucking dark.
He was in the middle of really sprucing up the joint when they left. There's also a postcard here from Brian to, I guess, his neighbor.
What's it say?
That he's with his dad and sorry he can't mow his lawn this summer.
Oh, gosh.
And also he was worried his dad didn't know when school started. I'd say that's a lucky break if I were him.
Yeah,
that doesn't surprise me. Ned didn't really seem like a, with it dad.
It's a little weird that he'd just leave so much of his stuff out here.
Well, maybe they were in a hurry when they left. Like I said, he wasn't supposed to be out here.
Yeah.
They almost got busted. Brian liked to go out on the railing of the tower and wave at the planes that dump water on fires, and I got a call because someone thought a kid was up in Two Forks. I lied, and just said it was Ned. If I ratted him out, they would have been forced to leave, and I don't know, I guess I just felt like I was saving him from whatever shitty life Ned was gonna bring him back to. Not that it ended up mattering.
There's a ham radio schematic here, something Brian was working on.
Yeah, I think that was the one thing Ned did do with him. Tinkering on stuff like that.
Dear Mr. Sackler, I'm with my dad in Lander, Wyoming. It's pretty neat. Dad fished in a spot called Sinks Canyon. Most of Wyoming looks like home in Nebraska, but then there are mountains and woods when you go far. I'm sorry I can't mow your lawn this summer, but I hope you found a good person to do it instead. Can you write back and tell my dad when school starts, because I don't think he knows. Your friend and neighbor, Brian Goodwin.
There's a busted old toy out here, some sort of electronic game.
Yeah? I like Pong.
Everybody likes Pong.
Gosh, Brian had everything he loved out there.
Game character sheet, Brian, Gladius Silva, Chaotic Good Race, Half Elf Class Ranger. Level 4. Sex male, age 29, height 5'8", weight 135, appearance rugged, black eyes, blue-green clan. Hair black, eyes blue-green clan, homeworld, unintelligible nerd stuff.
There's some grade A dork contraband here.
You found his pocket protector?
I found a data sheet for one Gladius Silva, half-elf, armor 7.
Classic wizards and wyverns.
Dear Ranger, hi, my name is Brian Goodwin. If you found this note, it should be with a bunch of climbing anchors, I hope. Could you do me a favor and please return them to me, Brian Goodwin, in the mail? My address is 55 Foxtrot Lane, North Platte, Nebraska 69101. If you tell me your name and address, I will give you a reward for this. You are probably wondering why I left these here. Well, these are my dad's and I don't want him to lose them, but I don't want to do any more climbing on this trip, so I thought I should pretend to lose them. But if you help me get them back, everyone will be happy. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Ranger Brian. P.S. The reward will be good.
He made the place pretty comfy, too.
That's an achievement.
Yeah, at the expense of what are probably stolen pillows.
That little shit.
Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is Autopostrophe. You've been watching Firewatch on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.